Welcome to The Engaging Life, a podcast about using engagement equity to improve your relationship building skills in your personal and professional life. And now, here are your hosts, Brandon Suba and Angela Cheney.
Well, hey, Angela, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, Brandon. How about you?
I looked at you this time.
Rather than over there
off
to
the off screen there.
the invisible host that you like better than me.
Is that stage right?
It's stage left.
Stage left, because it's as if you're
The
looking
opposite, right.
at the stage. Right. Hey, and if you want to see what we're talking about, hop on the YouTube channel, the UBTube channel, as we like to call it. But I want to thank everybody for being here today. Not in the studio with us, but listening.
That would be crowded.
And
well, actually, considering we have, 4 listeners, they might all fit.
We're making it big. That's for subscribers, not listeners.
Oh, correct.
Which, hey, if you want to subscribe, we won't stop you. Speaking of subscribing, Angela, have you ever passed a referral before?
I have.
You ever received a referral?
I have.
Ever received a bad referral?
I have.
Do you know I love talking about bad referrals more than I like talking about good referrals?
Well, they're funnier.
They are. They are. And there's a lot we can do to destroy referrals.
Absolutely.
And I don't think people realize this. What we're focusing on today is what we can do to make the referral better.
Okay.
But I thought it would be kind of fun to maybe, and I'm just shooting from the hip here.
Yeah.
But do you want to share a bad referral? Like
sure.
That you received.
Sure.
That you received.
There's so many.
I know.
I was really more in the hard networking world when I worked for the business magazine.
Okay.
And so I would get referrals all the time, which it was really easy to give a referral to me when I was in that, because I would take referrals for press releases, which did not generate any income whatsoever, but they were kind of a doorway, so I would take those as referrals. So it was quite easy to give me a referral on a press release, but I still got tons of bad ones where it was like, oh, you're doing this person might be interested. And I would reach out to them, and they had no idea, that their name had been given to someone. They had no idea what my magazine was. They had no idea that any of this was going down. So
mine's not far off. I'll never forget. It was in a hard networking group, of course, or a hard contact group. And what I had asked for during my weekly presentation, I was going to a specific part of town. And so I said, I'm looking to talk to businesses in this part of town. This guy comes up to me and he goes, hey, if you're headed there, go to the ABC business, walk in and tell him Big Red sent you.
Oh.
He'll remember me. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I said, well, would you be able to maybe set up an introduction or at least give me a warm welcome? And he goes, no, I haven't talked to the guy in 20 years. But walk in there and you tell him Big Red sent you.
I would get those sometimes. They would be like, don't even try calling her. Just walk in. I'm like, no. No.
And something else that I'm kind of dealing with now more. So I'm getting more into the medical field, right? Like medical professions are a referral for me. And people will be like, oh, well, I just saw my dentist for a cleaning a couple days ago. Walk in, they'll know my name. Just tell them you're friends with so-and-so. And I'm like, I literally know my dentist from a networking group. Like, I have followed him. We are true, not friends, but he would know my name. And I still would not tell somebody, just walk in and say Brandon Sue, but he'll give you the VIP treatment and probably do business with you.
The egotistical referral.
I call it...
all you need is my name.
The empty referral.
Yes.
But yes, the ego. And if you're looking at the YouTube, I highlighted my notes as the empty there. So here's what we're going to focus on. Us. Because what's our favorite thing to talk about in life?
Ourselves.
So one thing that I learned is a tip, like a tip or a what else? Tips, not a referral, but a lead, right? Those involve 2 people.
Okay.
And in this, I'm going to use you as I'm passing you the referral. So if I say, Angela, Tom is your ideal referral, so you talked about today, give Tom a call and drop my name. Or sometimes, people don't even do that, but give Tom a call, he can use your services.
Okay.
So now I walk away. How many people are involved now? There's you and
Tom.
And how many is that?
2.
2. If you ever have two people involved in what you are considering a referral, good news. Bad news. That's a tip or a lead because you've taken yourself out of it.
Okay.
Now, a referral is 3 people. And guess who that third person would be in our case scenario?
The giver.
The giver. I just watched The Giver. The book.
Yeah.
Okay. Just watched the show.
Did you like the show? I liked the book a lot.
I didn't like reading. Still don't. So I got through the book, and it was in grade school, so a long time ago.
Right.
But I thought the movie was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think I've seen it. I know I read the book. I don't know 100% if I saw it.
It threw me for a loop because you kind of forget they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you kind of forget, but now if they're still reading it in school, which I don't think they are because Isabel didn't, but if they are, I thought the movie did a pretty good job. Anyways, that's off topic.
Won the Newbery? One of the children's prizes.
That's the award. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
See, not a big reader. Anyways, Okay, so back to it. So now we have 3, the giver. It's the third person. So the more involved you are within the referral process, the better the referral will be.
Okay.
And I can stamp a guarantee on that.
Can you double stamp a triple stamp?
I will quadruple stamp a guarantee on that. And the reason for that is there's somebody conducting the introduction. There's somebody kind of controlling the movement of it.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you put it on my plate, one, if it is drop my name, stop in, any of those, I'll just tell you right now, I'm not going to.
Mm-hmm.
And I've reached the point in my life where I will tell people I'm not going to do that. The clientele that I am looking for, they have people drop in on them all day long. And I'm sure I'm not going to be the last person to say, oh, but you know Angie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're cool now. And I don't know, maybe you can dig into this. I don't know where we got it into our heads that that's a good referral. Like what are people thinking when they say, drop my name?
I think that there's a couple things going on.
Okay.
Number one, it's lazy,
Yes.
but maybe they've not gotten any pushback before, so they think they can get away with it.
Oh, shoot. Of course they do.
Because that's kind of how any human being is. You kind of unfortunately put in the least amount of effort until you really get called out on it. And especially those types, they tend not to get called out on things.
Right.
Because they are that very strong personality type that people just don't want to trip the,
Oh, yeah.
they don't want to do it. So a lot of the times they would rather just take the referral, not follow up on it, not say anything, rather than make them mad. And those people can tend to start talking shit about people.
The person that says drop my name?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
The big ego type.
Yeah.
That can tend to be that type. And unfortunately, I've seen this play out. I've done it. That it's those people get away with so much because people don't want the confrontation. And so their behavior just gets worse because they just keep getting away with it. And all they care about is nobody's confronting them. They don't really care.
Well, do you think they in their head, though, they really do think they're offering you value?
I definitely think it depends on the situation. It depends on the person.
Okay.
Some of them, I'm sure, probably think they're doing you a big favor.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Others are probably just like, I didn't get my referral in today. Better do this.
That is the one thing I hate about incentivizing referrals is people will go for the incentive, not for the actual
absolutely.
purpose of a referral.
It's like incentivizing how many meetings can you book? You're going to book bullshit meetings.
Yeah, absolutely. And 20% of them aren't even real.
No.
I'm meeting with Tom Jones again. Great guy.
He's a good one. Put TJ on your calendar.
I'm Tom Jones. I get it. Oh, he's Tom Jones this week. He's TJ next week.
There you go.
TJ Jones.
Yeah,
okay, so anyways, I told you, I'm going to get off topic constantly. So I have 3 steps. I have 3 steps when you are passing a referral. So remember, this is one of those, let's take a look in the mirror and see what we can do better to help our referral partners. Because in the whole
world... Did you see me doing the slouch thing? And
I did.
I actually started to do this and I caught myself because I've been watching myself on the UBTube.
The UBTube?
I could not have any worse posture. It's terrible.
If you want to see some bad postures, sign on to Pixel Fire. Not right now.
I'm going to be like my great grandmother and have a hump.
I'm getting there too. So don't feel. I turn 40 next year, and we're talking about I have high cholesterol and everything's going downhill for me.
And a hump.
And my hump's coming in. All right. So I have 3 steps. I have 3 steps that you can do personally that will improve the referral that you're giving. And in the world that we live in, or the mantra, the giver's gain mantra, all of that, even if you strip that down and you don't make it as commercialized, if you're giving more, chances are you're going to receive more. Like that's,
hopefully,
I just feel that generally works. All right. So number one, it's so important. So important. When you have a referral for someone, so Angie, I have Tom, right? Tom is the referral that I'm going to refer
Tom Jones?
to you, TJ. Yeah, you know.
Okay.
So you're saying, hey, I'm looking, I don't know, what's your ideal referral now? Like what's...
Right now, our ideal referral would probably be a business that needs a new website and has the money to do that, plus a full marketing campaign.
Perfect. Well, TJ does. TJ. He had 5 of the 6 on the Powerball. He got $1 million and he's burned a hole in his pocket.
Fantastic.
Okay. So I'm going to offer this referral. And to the point, I might even say, gosh, you know what, Angie, what you said today, I have a buddy, TJ. I think he actually fits into this. Let me reach out to him and see if he would be interested.
Okay.
So I'm asking Tom, TJ, if it's okay if I connect you.
Perfect.
Why is this so important? Well, let me tell you, because I knew you were going to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was in the countertop world, I got a lot of these empty referrals, and it was very much, oh, my brother-in-law mentioned they wanted to redo their kitchen. Here's a cell phone, give them a call.
Okay.
To the point, this happened to me. I called them, and they're like, oh, we literally were just talking at dinner. Like, we are not going to take on any projects whatsoever. And you know, it's almost more awkward having that conversation than cold calling someone to be like, I'm calling you randomly. This was almost strategic. And so I kept getting those. And this is why I feel this step is so important to me. If anybody that gave me those empty referrals would have taken we can text now, a minute out of their time and just say, hey, brother-in-law, I know you mentioned doing that remodel. Are you still thinking about that? The brother-in-law would have said, oh gosh, no, we were just joking. We're never going to do that. Come back to me and say, sorry, it's not going to work out.
Right.
And I would once again, they're doing more of the work to make the referral better. So instead of me making the stupid cold call, or what should we call those? Because it's not a warm call. It's not a cold call. It's a BS call.
Yeah.
Brandon Suba call.
There you go.
So instead of having to make that BS call, they eliminated it at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And I think going back to your example, they would have given awareness to the businesses they were referring to you that this is an opportunity. I think you would have actually had some excitement coming out of them, right? Oh, press release, all day long. But instead of them asking, or I'm sorry, if they would have asked, they could prep that for you. They would know it's coming. And then sometimes they are excited for it.
Sure. Yeah.
Like if it's something they need in their business and now you have somebody that can help you, that's awesome. So step number 1, when you're passing a referral, if you have not talked to the person or to the referral that you're passing, you need to take a step back and you need to do that part first. And like I said, if it works out, and I do think there's scarcity, and if somebody knows for a fact that they're not, like, they don't give a crap about this press release, but they're going to pass it anyways. They're worried that they're going to get the no. So then their referral sucks.
They're passing on the no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. But if you go back, you may lose some of the empty referrals, but you will gain some strong referrals. And like I said, because I started trying to train my group to do this, right? If you have a referral, please ask them first before I reach out, because remodeling is talked about all the time. This would be a great piece for me, or a great step for me. But when I started, the referrals I was getting, they were excited. Oh, hey, I actually did it, and they want you to call them tonight. You betcha, right? So asking the referral if it's okay first builds everybody's credibility up.
Okay.
Everybody. Okay, so now I've asked TJ. Good news. TJ said you can call him.
Fantastic.
Okay. Now you have talked to many people.
Yes.
In your life.
Thank
when
you.
it comes to business, you're real popular. If you are getting an introduction, do you prefer I've already talked to them, they're waiting for your call, or an email introduction, or a face-to-face, we're all coming together?
The email introduction.
Email introduction. Yes. Okay. And then from there, are you thanks for the introduction, I'll take it from here?
Yes.
Okay. And I like that too. For me, and it's because I like face-to-face, I like to get a setup.
Okay.
Like I want to, hey, let's all go out to coffee. So TJ said, yep, this is cool. And then I'm going to say, hey, Angie, I've got TJ next Tuesday or Wednesday at 9:00. Does that work for you? And what I like about that is I'm bringing you all together. Well, I'm giving you credibility to TJ, and I can be there to do it. We can show our personalities and how well we get together, and we can have fun in that meeting. And then at some point, I feel a natural to pass it over to you to have that conversation. Or what if you don't like TJ?
Could happen.
Okay. So then, and I don't know how this would pan out, but you could make it so we never really get to that part of the conversation.
Okay.
And I think you and I have bonded over the years that I'd probably catch on. Like your face, because your face says everything.
It does.
I'd probably be like, oh, this Angie does not want to work with TJ.
Actually, we would have a code word going.
Ooh, like
we press on nails.
What if the referral's name is Lee?
It's not. It's TJ.
It's TJ. Okay, so we have a code word. But once again, credibility is so important in the referral process. I think having all three together face to face. Now, there are some businesses you can't. And Countertops is a great example. You're not going to have somebody from your book club tonight say, oh, I'm looking to remodel my...
It actually happens all the time.
But then do you bring everyone together?
No.
Yeah, you wouldn't be like, oh, well, let's go get a drink with Brandon. He's the countertop guy. No, I need to be in your kitchen, measuring your kitchen, talking about that, right? So that doesn't always work, but I'm more into the business to business type, I feel.
Okay.
So it very much works out. Hey, let's all get together and go golf. Hey, let's all get together and grab a drink, food, tea, whatever it is. Tea, coffee.
Are we in Britain, Governor?
Classy we are. But that to me, I just think it's the most fun way to do business too. I like doing it that way.
It is. So I will qualify if I were on the giver side.
Okay.
And say I was trying to do that in my business now. And if I was giving a lot of referrals, I don't have the time.
Ooh.
Because
okay. I like that.
And I understand, there are, I wouldn't say the majority, but a nice percentage of people in referral groups, that's basically their whole job is selling and referring and networking. But then you get like a business owner or somebody who they really do have limited time.
I never thought of that.
And if you give, 2 referrals a week and you're doing the hookup for,
that's a lot of
that can be
tease.
A huge time suck.
It would be. No, it would be. So that's probably more your preference anyways on the email. Let me take it from here.
Yeah.
Because then you can control it. It's on your time and it's an email. So
and sometimes I feel as the receiver, sometimes I want, especially if I don't maybe really love the person who gave me the referral and whether I like them or not, or whether maybe we don't have a great vibe together. And then and this has happened to me before. And then you get together with this other person who you feel like you'd really vibe well with. And the person who gave you the referral is kind of the stick in the mud in the middle of it. And you're just kind of like, you can go away now.
So
we'd be getting along so much better if you weren't here.
So they instantly became the third wheel.
Yes.
And yet they made the introduction. Yeah. No. Okay.
It can go wrong, but
that makes more sense. And I'm glad that you brought that up because I was kind of tunnel vision there on let's have fun and we have all this time in the world to be.
You're cool, but
drinks.
Not all.
Thanks.
Not all referral givers are as much fun as you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, so setting up a meeting or the introduction. Once again, I am doing this on behalf of TJ and you so that I guess the big piece is, no matter how you do it, is I can give you a little more credibility in that introduction.
Sure.
Angie and I have worked together multiple times. I'm always impressed with the wordsmithing she can do. See, if I wrote that in an email, you'd be like, don't say that.
Don't do it.
Nails on a chalkboard for you. But you can build that credibility within the introduction, which then just once again puts a little extra weight on that referral.
Sure. Okay.
So we've asked if it's okay to pass the referral. We've made the introduction. I'm involved in that introduction. Here's the last piece, and this is where salespeople suck. I'll just say it because I do. Follow up on them.
And follow-up is actually one of the power players in engagement equity.
Right.
We have not actually talked about that one yet. I tend to get caught up in the curiosity listening platinum rule
fun stuff.
But note to self, do an episode on follow-up.
Okay. Do you need to follow up? Want me to follow up on that?
Nope. We have a record of it now.
Okay. And when we're watching the UB2Bs, we can remember. But it's like a ship. I put this referral on a ship and I sent it out to the ocean. Good luck. I hope it comes back someday.
Right.
Where, once again, I have now my buddy TJ, I've convinced him, not convinced, but I've made the introduction. I've been part of the introduction. And even I'll take it from here, walk away. I don't follow up. First person you should follow up with, and I actually don't have an answer for this. Should I follow up with you, who I gave the referral to, or TJ, who is the referral? As the giver, what do you think?
I don't think there's a hard and fast rule to that. I would probably follow up with the person who got the referral.
So the Angie in this.
Yes,
in this
because
scenario.
if you follow up with TJ and that person has not reached out, you make them look bad.
Okay. See, and okay, yep, I like that, because then if you follow up with that, then they have the opportunity to say, "Oh, shoot,
haven't done it yet,"
yeah,
or TJ, I've left TJ 3 messages.
Oh,
TJ's not returned my call, and then you can reach out. Hey, just want to make sure I gave the right number, or is there a better way? Or you could say,
the jackball.
Yeah, you could, or you could say, hey, if this really isn't someone you want to talk to, just let me know, and I'll get you off the hook.
And then it's the back. Hey, TJ actually lost his leg yesterday.
Right,
had to use the Powerball money to
get himself a nice peg leg,
like a pirate.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So go to the person that you gave the referral to and ask how it's going, doing the follow-up. Do you do this even if you know, I'm not going to ask the question. I think you should do this even if you know the referral is still going. Like if you know they've connected and everything's going well, I would still follow up.
Good.
And I think that's the beauty of a closed network group that meets often, is you don't have to remember to send the email. You don't have to remember, I will see you on Tuesday. And when we are talking, it's like, hey, by the way, how's it going with TJ?
Yeah.
Really good, I heard. I heard he was a great referral.
Other than that peg leg, it's kind of off-putting.
How dare you judge him? How dare. All right, so 3 very simple steps. Number 1, ask the referral. And if you've never done that, like if you've never reached out to the referral before you've passed it, I want you to try it. It is invigorating. Like it changed my life when I started doing that as a referral giver.
Okay.
Because when you hit gold, they're like so dang excited.
Yeah, that's fun.
And you're otherwise, it's like, oh, I hope this works. Okay, so ask for the referral. Next, make the introduction, be part of the introduction, because you're giving credibility to the person that you're referring to a friend, or vice versa. I think you kind of made a comment too. If I don't really like TJ, or I've heard TJ in the past isn't that great of a person, oh, well, business-wise, he's fine. Right? As long as you don't meet him afterwards, it's fine.
Right.
TJ with his peg leg. And then the last piece is follow up. Follow up with everyone involved. And I do like the hard rule. Go to the referral giver first, so you have the opportunity to not
stick your foot in it.
I was going to say throw under the bus. That's not right either, though.
Both.
What if
both bad things?
What if they don't have a foot because they have a peg leg?
They don't have 2 peg legs.
Stick your peg in it.
So you could still stick a foot in it.
There's no foot on a peg leg.
But you still have the other foot.
You just said if they have 2 peg legs.
I didn't say 2. I said they don't have 2.
Using the other
They
one.
don't have 2 peg legs.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, unless you're dealing with somebody with 2 peg legs, I believe my 3 tips to passing a good referral are going to eliminate those empty referrals. I can't say that it's going to fix you not getting those empty referrals, but at least you're not the one that is giving those empty referrals, because that can hurt your credibility
absolutely
within your group pretty dang quick. So that's what I got. Any final thoughts?
No, I think you did a great job.
I love this one because, once again, it's very near and dear to my heart. Although, pretty sure we love every topic that we ever talk about. One of these days, we should pick one that we hate. Like, just
let's do that.
I hate talking about this, but
we're gonna
do it. All right. So everybody out there, we love reviews. 5 stars.
Correct.
Are never bad. We love shares. It's holiday season's coming around, so what better gift than the Engagement Life link in under the tree?
Or the Engaging Life.
Did I say? I can even read it because I can see the screen on there. The Engaging
I'll give you
Life.
a pass.
Thank you. Underneath the tree. If that is yours. Otherwise, we look forward to talking to you on the next podcast.